Hey, what's up guys, it's Dallas here. Welcome back to another Death Race for Love pixel art tutorial. If you're new to the channel, welcome, and hopefully you can join us for some more pixel art tutorial videos. So, we are going to continue where we left off in the last one. We're going to start up top here to the left of this top white wool. And we are going to place this 2 snow blocks to the left of it. 1, 2. Then we are going to place this in iron block to the left of that. Then we're going to place this a snow block. To the left of the snow block, we're going to place us. So we place this 2 snow blocks in the iron block, the snow block to the left of the iron block. Then we're going to place this 3 white wool to the left of that snow block. Underneath the middle of the white wool, we're going to place this another white wool in the middle, underneath. To the left of the top white wool, we're going to place this a snow block. And then we're going to place that snow block down one. To the left of that bottom snow block, we're going to place this white wool to the left of it. And then we're going to place us white concrete powder on top of that white wool. Okay, over here to the right, we're going to place this a snow block to between this gap to the right. And then all the way from that right white wool, we're going to place snow all the way back to the right. Okay, so then we're going to go to the left of the white concrete powder and place this black concrete. And then to the left of that black concrete, we're going to place us a clay block. Okay, then we're going to place us to the left of that clay block a snow block going down 2, 1, 2. To the left of that bottom snow block, we are going to place us polished andesite. And then on top of that polished andesite, we are going to place us stone. Then we are going to place underneath the polished andesite coal block. Then to the right of the coal block, we're going to place this 2 black wool. On top of the right black wool, we're going to place us light gray concrete powder. And then underneath the left black wool, we're going to place us black concrete. And underneath that black concrete, we're going to place this coal block. Alright, and then from there, we are going to we're going to go above the white concrete powder, and we're going to place this up to black concrete, 1, 2. Then on top of the black concrete, we are going to place us gray concrete. And then on top of that gray concrete, we're going to place this an iron block. On top of that iron block, we're going to place this a snow block. On top of that snow block, we're going to place this white wool going up 3, 1, 2, 3. To the right of the bottom white wool, we're going to place us polished diorite. So underneath the polished diorite, we're going to place us a clay block. Under that clay block, we're going to place us down 2 snow blocks. Okay, then we're going to place us think about what I want to do. We're going to go on top of the white wool. We're going to place us a snow block. And then we're going to place us up 2 white wool on top of that snow block, 1, 2. Then we're going to place on top of the polished diorite birchwood logs. We're going to place the birchwood logs going all the way up, even with the white wool at the very top. Then place us white concrete powder on top of the white wool. Then to the right of the white concrete powder, we're going to place us diorite. And then on top of the white concrete powder, we're going to place us gray terracotta. Upright diagonal from that gray terracotta, we're going to place us light gray wool. Okay, next thing we're going to do is we are going to place, we're going to go all the way back down to the very bottom. On top of the iron block, we're going to place this black concrete. And then we're going to place us on top of the black concrete, gray terracotta. And we're going to place gray terracotta going to the left 2. 1, 2. To the left of the gray terracotta, we are going to place us a coal block. Down left diagonal from the coal block, we're going to place this black concrete going to the left 2. 1, 2. And then to the left of that coal block, we're going to place this black concrete powder 2 to the left of it. Then we're gonna go back to the right side of the gray terracotta, down right diagonal from it. We're gonna place this black concrete, and then place black concrete powder on top of that black concrete. To the right of the black concrete powder, we are going to place us a coal block, and then we are going to place upright diagonal from that coal block a snow block, and place that snow all the way back to the left. Okay, to the right of the snow block, we are going to place us light gray wool. And then we're going to place the right of the light gray wool, black concrete. On top of the black concrete, we are going to place us gray concrete powder. And then on top of that gray concrete powder, we are going to place us a coal ore. Top of that coal ore, we're going to place us cyan terracotta. Going up 3, 1, 2, 3. Then on top of the cyan terracotta, we're going to place this acacia wood log. On top of that acacia wood log, we're going to place the cyan terracotta again, and then place the acacia wood log on top. Then we're going to place another cyan terracotta. Then we're going to place up left diagonal from the cyan terracotta, we're going to place us gray concrete. Then down left diagonal from the gray concrete, we're going to place the cyan terracotta. Down, then underneath the cyan terracotta on the left, we're going to place this coal ore going down 2, 1, 2. Underneath the coal ore, we are going to place us mossy cobblestone. Mossy cobblestone going down 3, 1, 2, 3. Underneath the mossy cobblestone, we're going to place this coal ore. Underneath the coal ore, we're going to place us this bedrock. And then underneath that bedrock, we're going to place us a birchwood log. To the right of that birchwood log, we're going to place a snow going all the way up. And then to the left of the birchwood log, we are going to place us light gray concrete powder. To the left of that light gray concrete powder, we're going to place this clay block. To the left of that clay block, we're going to place this light gray concrete powder. To the left of that light gray concrete powder, we'll place another clay block. And to the left of the clay block, we'll place this light gray concrete powder 3 to the left. Like this. Okay. Then we are going to start off up. We're going to go back up top here to the right of that light gray wool that we placed at the very top. We're going to place to the right of it an iron block. To the right of that iron block, we're going to place us white concrete. To the right of that white concrete, we're going to place this polished diorite. To the right of the polished diorite, we're going to place this diorite. To the right of the diorite, we're going to place this 2 white concrete to the right of it. And then we're going to place us upright diagonal from that white concrete. We're going to place a snow going to the right 2. So upright diagonal 2 to the right, 1, 1, 2. Underneath the left snow block, we're going to place us a birch wood log. And then underneath the, and then to the right of the birch wood log, we're going to place this diorite. Upright diagonal from the diorite, we are going to place us, or to the right of the snow block, we are going to place this polished diorite. Okay. Then we are going to, just think what I want to do. We're going to place us underneath the polished diorite, we're going to place this black concrete. And then to the right of the black concrete, we're going to place another black concrete. On top of that right black concrete, we're going to place this black concrete powder. On top of that black concrete powder, we're going to place us acacia wood log. On top of the acacia wood log, we're going to place us bedrock. And then we're going to place another acacia wood log on top. On top of that acacia wood log, we're going to place a cyan terracotta going up 3. 1, 2, 3. Then place us another acacia wood log. Then another cyan terracotta on top. Then we're going to place us gray concrete on top of the cyan terracotta. Down left diagonal from the gray concrete, we are going to place us snow going all the way down. Okay, then on top of the snow, we are going to place us light gray concrete powder. Down left diagonal from the light gray concrete powder, we're going to place us mossy stone bricks. On top of the mossy stone bricks, we're going to place us gray concrete powder. Underneath the mossy stone bricks, we're going to place a cyan terracotta. Then underneath the cyan terracotta, we're going to place us acacia wood logs going down 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Underneath the acacia wood logs, we're going to place a cyan terracotta. Underneath that cyan terracotta, we're going to place us andesite. To the left of that andesite, we are going to place us black concrete powder. To the left of that black concrete powder, we're going to place us gray concrete. To the left of that gray concrete, we're going to place us cracked stone bricks. On top of that cracked stone bricks, we're going to place us polished andesite. On top of the polished andesite, we're going to place us andesite. Oops. Oh, of course. Oops. And then on top of the andesite, we're going to place this polished andesite again. And then we're going to place on top of that polished andesite, we're going to place this andesite again. So it's going to go polished andesite, andesite, polished andesite, andesite. Then we're going to go polished andesite again. And then andesite again. Okay. And then we're going to place on top of the andesite at the very top, light gray wool. You're gonna make sure you got it right. You're lined up with the mossy stone bricks. And then on top of that light gray wool, we're gonna place this gray wool on top. Down left diagonal from the gray wool, we're gonna place the snow. On top of the snow, we're gonna place this light gray concrete powder. To the left of the light gray concrete powder, we're gonna place this diorite. To the left 3. 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to place to the left of the diorite coal ore. Then we're going to place us down left diagonal from the coal ore stone. Underneath the stone, we're going to place us white wool. To the right of the white wool, we are going to place us white concrete. Underneath the white concrete, we are going to place us polished diorite. Okay, underneath the white wool to the left, we're going to place this down 2 snow. 1, 2. We're going to go all the way down. Then we're going to place up left diagonal from the light gray wool. We are going to place us clay. On top of the clay, we're going to place a snow. And then on top of that snow, we're going to place up to white wool. 1, 2. On top of the white wool, we're going to place this white concrete powder. And then on top of that light gray wool, we are going to place a snow. And we're going to place the snow going all the way to the right. Like that. On top of that far left snow block, we're going to place this birchwood logs going all the way up like that. And then we're going to place it right at the bottom birchwood log. We're going to place this a coal block to the right. Then to the right of that coal block, we're going to place this gray concrete. To the right of the gray concrete, we're going to place us cyan terracotta. On top of the cyan terracotta, we'll place this gray concrete. On top of the gray concrete, we're going to place this up 3 gray concrete powder. 1, 2, 3. And then on top of that gray concrete powder, we're going to place us gray wool. On top of the gray wool, we are going to we're going to place us stone. To the left of the stone, we are going to place us we're going to place this coal ore. To the left of the coal ore, we're going to place us a gray wool. And then we are going to place in between this gap right here, we're going to fill this all in with black concrete. All right, and then in between these gaps right here that we left, we're going to fill that all in with snow. Okay, so next thing we're going to do is we're going to go all the way over to the far right. On top of the gray concrete, we're going to place us black concrete on top of it. On top of the black concrete, we are going to place us a coal block. And then on top of the coal block, we're going to place this black concrete. To the left of that black concrete, we're going to place us bedrock. Okay, then we're going to place down left diagonal from the bedrock. Well, actually, hold on. Sorry. Yeah, up left diagonal, or to left, my bad. To the left of the black concrete at the very top. That's where I meant to place the bedrock. Then we're going to place down left diagonal from the bedrock, cyan terracotta. Then to... trying to think how I want to do this. To make this a bit easier for us, we're going to go down to the left of, actually let's do it this way. We're going to place underneath the bedrock, we're going to place this down to black concrete, and then we're going to place this black concrete all the way across to the very edge. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and fill in everything down on this left side and in between the letters with black concrete. So up to the very edge of the letters. We're not going to go any further. We're just going to go ahead and fill in all of this. And so that way we can go ahead and get this knocked out and go ahead and get it done now. Also, so it'll be easier while we build. Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to focus while I fill this in. So, while I fill this in, you can skip ahead if you want. I'm open to suggestions on video ideas. Of course, the Death Race for Love pixel art tutorial I had started about 3 years ago, I want to say, almost 3 years ago, 2.5 years ago, and I just have never completed it, and it's for several reasons. One, working, two, dropped my Xbox, so I lost a lot of the stuff in progress I was working on at the time. So I haven't, when I got it fixed, they didn't put the, they basically just gave me another Xbox and be like, your problem's fixed. Now you have a playable Xbox. But that's not what I wanted it fixed for. I really should have had an external hard drive to have all the worlds on instead of putting it on the console. I mean, what can you do? So now I've gone back to working on this, and including the Pokemon pixel art tutorial. It's just restarting from scratch. But of course, everyone is kind of looking forward for me finishing it, and I'm taking this long to just now start coming out with the videos again. So hopefully there's a few people who from back then who still wanted to finish it. Either way, I got some big plans planned for the channel. as soon as these two pixel art tutorials are done, I'm gonna be, even before then, hopefully I'll be moving forward with some cool ideas, some cool new ways of working on my pixel arts. So yeah, I guess we'll see how everything turns out. I'm really excited for the future of the channel and everything I'm doing to work on it. I've also believed that I'm actually making much faster progress from working on it from this angle than I was from working on it from the other end. And maybe I'm just saying that now, which is probably true. For the time being, I am making more progress. But we'll see how it actually ends up. And I know I'm just filling in with black concrete and the wall's already black concrete, but just gotta make sure, you know, especially if I were to have to remove the wall for anything or change the color, it wouldn't be complete. But there we go. Okay, enough jibber jabber. We are now that we got that done, we're gonna place to the left of the cyan terracotta, we're gonna place us light gray concrete powder. And one thing I realized while I'm doing this, my HUD is like really small, and I'm so sorry for doing this in the middle of the video, but like I was thinking that it looked a little bigger on, is it opacity? That's not the right one. I think that's what makes it invisible. Is it HUD or is it? I'm sorry. Oh, that's definitely not it. Is it? I don't know. I actually like that kind of extra large look, because I can't see as it is. You know what? Screw it. I'm turning this on. I don't know. I just noticed on there it is. Yeah, that is it. Okay. On my PlayStation, it looked a little bigger. I think that's bigger. Looks bigger to me. Okay, I can see. I think it'd be funny if it was the same size. I'm gonna go back and compare that. Anyway, to the left of the light gray concrete powder, we're gonna place this 2 clay blocks to the left of that, and then to the left of the clay blocks, we're gonna place this 2 light gray concrete powder to the left of it. To the left of that light gray concrete powder, we'll place this 2 clay blocks to the left of it. Then we're gonna do the same thing again, light gray concrete powder, 2 to the left of the clay blocks. So it goes light gray concrete 1, 2 clay block, light gray concrete powder 2, 2 clay block, 2 light gray concrete powder, and then we're gonna place us 4 clay blocks to the left, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then to the left of that, we're gonna place us an acacia wood log. Holy cow! Yes, this thing's bigger. I can definitely see it a lot better. Sorry. On top of the acacia wood log, we're gonna place us diorite, and then on top of the diorite, we are going to place us cyan terracotta. To the right of the cyan terracotta, we're going to place us coal ore. To the right of the coal ore, we're going to place us andesite. To the right of the andesite, we're going to place us coal ore. To the right of the coal ore, we're going to place us polished andesite. To the right of the polished andesite, we're going to place this coal ore. To the right of that coal ore, we're going to place this andesite. To the right of the andesite, we're going to place us stone. To the right of the stone, we're going to place us cracked stone bricks. To the right of the cracked stone bricks, we'll place a stone. To the right of the stone, we're going to place us mossy cobblestone. To the right of the mossy cobblestone, we'll place us cracked stone bricks. And then to the right of the cracked stone bricks, we're going to place us andesite. Right of that andesite, replace this mossy cobblestone. And then down right diagonal from the mossy cobblestone, we're going to place a snow. On top of the snow, we are going to place us birchwood log. And then to the right of the birchwood log, we are going to place us snow. Yeah, we'll place this one snow. Then we're going to place in between this gap right here, we're going to fill this all the way in across with snow. To the right of the snow, over on the right side, we are going to place us, we're going to place us gray wool. And then on top of that gray wool, we're going to place us a acacia wood log. And then on top of the acacia wood log, we're going to place us cyan terracotta. On top of the cyan terracotta, we're going to place this up 4 acacia wood logs. Then on top of the birchwood log, we're going to place us light gray concrete powder. On top of that light gray concrete powder, we're going to place us clay block. On top of clay block, we'll place up 2 light gray concrete powder. On top of the light gray concrete powder, we're going to place us a clay block. Then on top of that clay block, we're going to place us polished andesite. On top of the polished andesite, we're going to place us white wool. To right of the white wool, we're going to place this clay block. Underneath the clay block, we're going to place a snow. And then to the right of the clay block, very top, we're going to place this coal block. To the left of the white wool, we are going to place us polished diorite. We'll place this polished diorite to the left 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Then we are going to place us down left diagonal from that polished diorite. We're going to place this black concrete down left diagonal to the left 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Then we're going to place to the left of the polished diorite, we're going to place this birchwood logs. To the left of it 2. 1, 2. And then to the left of the birchwood logs, we're going to place us polished diorite. Then to the left of the polished diorite, we're going to place this birchwood log to the left 2. 1, 2. And then we're going to place to the left of the polished diorite, birchwood log again. Then to the left of that birchwood log, we are going to place us gray wool. Sorry, brain turned off. Then on top of the gray wool, we're going to place a cyan terracotta. On top of the cyan terracotta, we are going to place us black concrete powder. To the right of the black concrete powder, we're going to place us 2 mossy cobblestone. And 2. Then we're going to take a snow. I'm going to place snow underneath the left mossy cobblestone. We are going to place it, I think, we're going to place it all the way over until on top of the white wool. Okay, and then once we get over to the right of the snow, we're going to place us 1 black concrete powder. 1 black concrete. Then on top of the snow, we are going to place us diorite. To the left of the diorite, we are going to place us gray wool. And then to the left of the gray wool, we're going to place us bedrock. To the left of the bedrock, we are going to make this easier, let's go over here to the left. To the right of the mossy cobblestone, we're going to place this acacia wood log. And then we're going to grab us cyan terracotta and place it all the way to the right to the bedrock. Okay. Then we are going to place us on top. We're going to place us on top of the right cyan terracotta. Black concrete going up 2. 1, 2. And then a coal block on top. Then to the right of the diorite, we're going to place this white wool. And then to the right of the white wool, we are going to place us gray concrete. On top of the gray concrete, we're going to place us up to cyan terracotta. 1, 2. On top of the cyan terracotta, we're going to place us bedrock. On top of that bedrock, we're going to place us acacia wood log. On top of the acacia wood log, we're going to place us up to cyan terracotta. On top of the cyan terracotta, we're going to place us gray terracotta. To the left of the gray terracotta, we are going to place us polished dorite. Up left diagonal from the polished dorite, we're going to place us an iron block. And then underneath the iron block, we're going to place us a snow block. Then we're going to place underneath the polished dorite snow block, going all the way down to the white wool. To the left of the dorite here at the bottom, we are going to place us polished andesite on top. Then on top of that, we're going to place this light gray wool. So on top of the light gray wool, we're going to place this up to light gray concrete powder. 1, 2. Then on top of the light gray concrete powder, we'll place this polished andesite. And then on top of the polished andesite, we'll place this light gray wool. To the left of the light gray wool, we're going to place this 2 black concrete. Let's make it 5. So 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 black concrete to the left of the light gray wool. And then on top of the right black concrete, we're going to place us a birchwood log. Going to the left 2. 1, 2. And then to the left of the birchwood log, we are going to place us white concrete powder to the left 3. 1, 2, 3. To the left of the white concrete powder, we're going to place us white wool. To the left 2. 1, 2. And then down left diagonal from the white wool, we're going to place us black concrete. To the left 3. 1, 2, 3. And then to the left of the white wool, we're going to place this white concrete powder. To the left 3. To the left of that white concrete powder, we're going to place this iron block. And then down left diagonal for the iron block, we'll place this black concrete and then place this white concrete powder on top. To the left of that white concrete powder, we're going to place this white concrete. And then to the left of that white concrete, we're going to place us light gray wool. On top of the light gray wool, we're going to place us dorite. On top of the dorite, we're going to place us gray concrete going to right 3. 1, 2, 3. And then to right of the gray concrete, we are going to place us, we're going to place this wool. To right of the wool, we're going to place another gray concrete. To right of that gray concrete, we're going to place this gray wool. To right 2. To right of the wool, we're going to place another gray concrete. Down right diagonal from that gray concrete, we are going to place us a snow block. And on top of that snow block, we're going to place this gray concrete powder. To right that gray concrete powder, we're going to place this gray wool. To right 3. 1, 2, 3. To right of that gray wool, we're going to place us gray concrete. And then to right of that gray concrete, we're going to place this gray wool. To right of that gray wool, we're going to place this black concrete powder. Okay, then we're going to place to the left of the iron block snow all the way to the left. We're filling in this gap all the way with snow. All right, and we might as well go ahead. We're going to place to the left of the gray concrete, black concrete all the way to the left. And we are just going to go ahead and fill in this gap right here too. I'm going to go ahead and fill in all of this right here with black, the black concrete. Go ahead and fill it in. Which, once again, if you want, you can just skip past this part. But either way, at the past this part will be the end of the video, because this is the last step we'll be doing for this video. The next one will continue like before. Once again, making pretty decent progress. It's just, but this is the easy part. That's why I decided to start with it first. So I'm going to try to make the rest of the pixel art as easy as possible, so that way we can get through it pretty quick. And then I gotta figure out for the next tutorials what I'm gonna do, because should be finishing the Pokemon one soon, so I gotta come up with, see if what I'm gonna do next, or if I'm going to do another one. I should be doing another one. I'm just not sure what to do yet. Might take an old suggestion or something. There we go. All right, so making good progress. I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hopefully you can join me again in the next one, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.